Hello, everyone. Today, I want to speak directly to your heart. I want to take your hand, not physically, but emotionally, and walk with you through something many people struggle with, confidence, especially when trying to speak English. Not just vocabulary, not grammar, not pronunciation, but that invisible thing called confidence. Maybe you've studied for months, even years. Maybe you've memorized thousands of words, but when it's time to speak, your mouth closes, your mind freezes, and you whisper to yourself, I can't do it. This story is for you. It is not a fairy tale. It's real. It's the truth that will open your eyes and your voice. Confidence, my friend, is not something you are born with. It's not like the color of your eyes or the shape of your face. Confidence is a skill, and like any skill, it can be built, one small step at a time. But most people don't realize that. They think confident people were just lucky. They think some people are natural English speakers, born with a gift. That's not true. Confidence is built when you choose to try, especially when you feel afraid. Confidence grows every time you do something uncomfortable and survive. When you make a mistake and realize the world didn't end. Let's stop for a moment and look at real life. Imagine a child learning to walk. He falls again and again. He doesn't say, I failed. I'll never walk again. He laughs. He tries again and again, and one day, he walks. You see, the child isn't thinking, what if people laugh at me? Or what if I look stupid? He just tries. This is the confidence you had when you were young. But as we grow up, fear enters. We become afraid of making mistakes, afraid of what others will say. That fear kills confidence. But here's the good news. We can bring it back. The first lesson in building confidence, especially for speaking English, is this. You must give yourself permission to be imperfect. Let me say that again. You must give yourself permission to be imperfect. If you wait to feel confident before you speak, you'll never speak. But if you speak while feeling unsure, your confidence will grow. That's the secret. Confidence doesn't come before the action. It comes because of the action. Now, let's reflect on something. Think about a time in your life when you were afraid to do something, but you did it anyway. Maybe it was speaking in public. Maybe it was starting a new job. Maybe it was asking someone for help. How did you feel after you did it? Yes, proud, relieved, empowered. That's how confidence feels, and that moment is proof that you are stronger than your fear. So remember that. Hold it in your heart. Here's another truth. Most people are not watching you as closely as you think. We believe that if we make a small mistake while speaking, everyone will laugh, everyone will judge. But that's not true. People are focused on themselves. They are not counting your grammar mistakes. In fact, most of them admire you for trying. So don't let fear of judgment hold you back. Speak anyway, even with mistakes. Speak proudly, because every time you speak, you are training your brain. You are building a new road of courage. Another powerful way to build confidence is through small wins. What does that mean? It means doing something tiny but meaningful every day. For example, today, maybe you read one short story in English. That's a win. Tomorrow, maybe you speak one sentence to a friend. That's a win. The next day, you record yourself speaking for 1 minute. Another win. These wins may feel small, but they build momentum. And momentum is what turns fear into courage. Let's imagine a staircase. At the top of the staircase is the confident, fluent speaker you dream of becoming. But between you and that version of you are many steps. You don't need to jump to the top. You just need to take one step today. That's all. And tomorrow another step. Step by step, you'll get there. The only way to fail is to stop climbing. Now, here's something important. Confidence also grows through kindness. Not just kindness to others, but kindness to yourself. Many learners speak with harsh voices inside their minds. They say, "You're stupid. You'll never learn. You sound terrible." But let me ask you, my friend, would you speak like that to your best friend? Would you tell them you are a failure? Of course not. So why speak to yourself that way? To build real confidence, you must become your own best friend. When you make a mistake, say, "It's okay. I'm learning." When you forget a word, say, "That's normal. I'll remember it next time." When you feel afraid, say, "It's okay to feel scared, but I can still try." These kind words are not weakness. They are strength. They are the words that give you power to continue. Here's something else to consider. Your environment matters. Who you surround yourself with affects your confidence. If you are around people who support you, you will grow. If you are around people who criticize you, you will shrink. So choose your environment wisely. Join a language group. Talk to others who are also learning. Celebrate each other's progress. The more you connect with people who share your journey, the stronger you will feel. Let me tell you about a powerful exercise you can do each day. It takes only 5 minutes, but it can change your life. Every morning, look into the mirror. Yes, really. Look into your own eyes and say this: "I am learning English. I am growing stronger every day. I believe in myself. I make mistakes, and that's okay. I am proud of my journey. I will not give up." Say this with emotion, with energy. Even if you don't feel confident yet, say it anyway. You are training your mind to believe in you, and that belief will begin to grow. Another important step is to change how you see failure. Many people think failure is the opposite of success, but that's not true. Failure is the path to success. Every time you fail, you learn. Every time you make a mistake, you grow. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. You fall, you get up, you fall again. But one day, you ride. That's how English works. That's how confidence works. So don't fear failure. Welcome it. Learn from it. And keep going. Sometimes fear comes from comparison. We look at others who speak better than us and feel small. But remember, everyone started somewhere. Even the most fluent English speakers once couldn't say hello. You are comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Don't do that. Your journey is your own. Your pace is perfect. Trust it. Here's a truth that few people understand. You don't need perfect English to be confident. You just need to be understood. People don't want perfection, and they want connection. They want to feel your heart. Your words don't need to be fancy. They just need to be true. So, speak with heart. Speak with honesty. And your confidence will shine. Take time to celebrate your progress. Maybe you understand more today than you did last week. Maybe you wrote a sentence without using a translator. Maybe you watched a video and understood half of it. These are victories. Celebrate them. When you focus on progress, not perfection, confidence grows. Let me share one final powerful truth. Confidence is not a destination. It's a practice, just like exercise. You don't go to the gym once and say, "Now I'm strong forever." You go again and again. Confidence works the same way. You build it by showing up, by trying, by forgiving yourself, by being kind to yourself every day. Over time, the scared voice inside you becomes quiet. and the brave voice grows louder. So, my friend, what will you do today to build your confidence? Will you speak one sentence aloud? Will you talk to yourself with kindness? Will you celebrate your progress, no matter how small? The choice is yours, and I believe in you. You are not too old, you are not too late, you are not too slow, you are ready. This is your time. Your voice matters. Don't wait for confidence to arrive. Build it with your actions. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you know. And you, my friend, are becoming unstoppable.